officially welcome you back to the world of the Shattered Teeth, a collection of islands to the south of Exandria proper, I guess. That's not quite right. Exandria is a continent. Anyway, you know what I mean. South of Tal'Dorei? Tal'Dorei? Anyway, I'm screwing up the intro. But welcome, everybody. Nice to have you along again. So last week, you got a new companion, Mr. Kinryu, and a new Mastiff puppy, who was tentatively named Doge. Feel free to give him a name, but you do have a puppy called Doge. After successfully getting back the Mark of Fate, which your dearly departed ally, called Armistice, I just saw the sad face on Armistice there. But his brother-in-arms, Roman, decided to complete the quest and now in possession of this and maybe returning it to his father all the way back in Clifton on the western side of the collection of islands known as the Shattered Teeth. Now, Soren was having a few problems with headaches and calls from his father and stuff and decided maybe he could make his way back to his home village of Little Glen. And where we picked it up last week, you were just pulling in on old Bessie, your scoop, about to head into Silverdale proper. Now, where's your little... Oh, I don't have a marker. Let me just grab a marker. So, you're about there, just approaching the Silverdale Harbour. And mighty bands of adventurers, what do you wish to do?
Well, now we have a whole bunch of fish that we don't need.
Watch.
I mean, do we want to fix our paperwork? Do I know if we require any, like, documentation?
You do know, having been to Silverdale yourself, you do require documentation, like landing fees and things like that, but no actual documentation. If you don't hold any cargo, then you're predicting that it'll be a relatively small problem to get onto Silverdale proper.
Okay. Yeah, I think just landing, really. Getting rid of this fish, because we have a lot of fish now.
You do have a lot of fish. Okay, so you pull up to the previously amorphous Silverdale, and now you get, for some of you, the first look at true Ascended Host territory. You do know that Silverdale is the capital city of the Ascended Host, and very much its spiritual home. Some actually say that if Silverdale should ever fall, then the entire Arbor Island would fall as well. It is that central to the life of the island. And first of all, it's remarkably different to any of the other cities you've been in. For a start, the entire city is built around 5 gigantic trees. The largest one stretches more than 300 feet into the air, and it's surrounded by 4 other ones, which are not quite as big, but similarly big. And you notice that the branches of the trees kind of connect up and form bridges between the trees. And you see, even from a distance, various people walking back and forth among these bridges. And you notice as well, like the cities you've visited in the Wanderman Assembly are very much human-dominated, but here's just a whole menagerie of races. There's half-orcs, there's half-elves, there's elves, there's dwarfs, there's gnomes, there's humans as well, but very much a smattering of all different types of things. You see the odd more exotic race, I'll say, like dragonborn tieflings, and things like that, but those ones that I mentioned before are by far more common. And you notice as well, as you approach the harbour, it's not a harbour in the traditional sense of the word. Like there's no flat wooden planks with things barred into the ground. It very much looks like tree roots. You can see these tree roots spreading out into the harbour, and somehow they've all been bent and warped in certain ways to provide a serviceable harbour. But they're most definitely tree roots that have come through into the water itself, to the salt water. And you also notice there's no real settlement to speak of on ground level. Notice there's kind of trees, branches have been warped to form these massive spiral step cases up to the top of the trees. And houses have also been like tree houses in the very true sense of the word. Like branches have been twisted and doors and everything. And once you get a little bit closer, you notice there's not a single hinge, not a single nail, not a single screw, and not even a straight line. So very much it's been respectful of the trees. And you also see there's also their gardens, their food is also a lot of vertical gardens amongst these trees as well. And you notice it almost goes without saying, but this is very close to nature, respecting nature. And you see squirrels, lizards, birds just all over the place. And it almost gets uncomfortably loud with the amount of noise that is coming off. It's just an absolute cacophony of noises. And you see things like sheep and goats climbing up all over the structures as well. And as you approach and dock at this strange root/stock type of thing, a large furbolg, about 6'6", comes up to you, dressed in a cloak in greens and browns and a bright flock of green hair going down his back. And as you dock, he kind of approaches the ship and says, "Welcome to Silverdale. What is your business here?"
I think we're looking for a cleric at the moment, right? That was the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a cleric immediately.
For what purpose? Is it for divination? That's what most people come here for.
Well, one of our companions was killed, and we're trying to bring him back.
And how recently was he killed?
How many days has it been now?
Just a couple at most.
So, about 2 days.
Oh, very well. I suggest you ascend to the Grand Temple, and he points out to the Dreamer's Temple, and he points out to the largest tree, and at the very top of the largest tree, you see a magnificent structure. It's almost the crowning glory of Silverdale. A tree house to indoor tree house with beautiful arches and domes and all sorts of things. All once again are done by bending the roots and the trees. So head up there. Please be respectful. Do you have any cargo you wish to declare?
We got some fish. Really?
How many?
How many do we have? I don't think it was like that much. It was like at least 20.
Well, we'll say it's 20. Very good. And what are you doing with this fish?
Well, to be quite honest, we were going to land in Winlona, but obviously this cleric business, we knew that Silverdale would be the best bet. We were gonna just originally give it to the octopus there. I'm sure you know about it. But yeah, I don't know what to do with it now. I guess just like sell it or give it away. I don't know. It's fish. Do you want it?
Well, fish is always welcome here. Maybe you could bring it and have an offering to the Dreamer's Temple. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, there's the small matter of docking fees. How long do you intend to stay here?
Not too long, maybe Like 3 days max?
Well, during these times of war, we charge a little bit more than usual. 20 gold pieces a day. So that would require 60 gold pieces, if you would be so kind.
Is there any discounts if we don't stay that long? Can we pay like per day?
Well, if your business is only in Silverdale, then yes, you can pay per day. No problem.
I give them 20 gold.
Okay, and he very officially writes you out a seat on a piece of paper, signs it, hands it over to you and says, keep this and welcome to Silverdale.
Thank you. A beautiful city it is.
Thank you. And as I said, please be respectful. Do not pick anything, do not cut anything, and walk with soft feet.
Oh, when we get to the Dreamer's Temple, is there someone I should ask for?
Many people there will be able to help you. And needless to say, I suggest you bring your deceased friend.
Absolutely. I'm going to go and grab Armistice
Okay.
and throw him over my shoulder and walk with him.
Okay.
So disturbing.
Very, very disturbing.
The furball kind of raises an eye and shrugs and goes back to his business. So is there anything you wish to do or say or find or shop or anything like that in Silverdale? Or would you just prefer to go straight to the Dreamer's Temple?
Yeah, I don't
Can
think
I
we
stop
should,
at the bank real fast first to withdraw 300 gold pieces?
Yeah, absolutely. Mina's Mantra Bank is here. Once again, it's a very different looking dwelling here, being respectful of the trees. But once you go inside, it's very similar. Mina greets you, takes you to the side chamber, gives you your 300 gold pieces, and you have 300 gold pieces from Mina's Mantra Bank. Feel free to make the necessary adjustments, obviously, to your balance.
Perfect. And now I can go because I have some money.
Thought I heard anybody else? I thought I heard Ken Ryu saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't think we should be doing anything until we sort out this dead body business.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. So you head over to the largest tree, as it is a good 300 feet high. And you start ascending the spiral staircases, and you know it is truly a sight to behold. Like the branches themselves have formed the steps around the side, and you see houses off in the boughs of the trees, and these gardens with fruits and vegetables and all sorts of things growing vertically. The whole of Silverdale looks very, very self-contained. But you head up and up and up, and eventually you reach the temple itself, this magnificent structure at the top of it. And the doors are wide open, and you look inside, and there's many, many people who you'd consider holy people. Sorry, just give me a sec. And they're all dressed in these white robes. And you can tell, you can't actually see their face. They're all kind of covered in this white gauze, so you can't see any of their faces. And they're wandering about, going about their business. Some of them are at the center of this temple in a circle, just kind of meditating and, you know, humming along, communing with their god, you assume. And they're all shapes and sizes too. You can tell just by the stature, some of them are most certainly halflings or perhaps gnomes. And some of them, given their sheer girth, are probably half-orcs. And some of them are human, so human size. So there could be owls, there could be half elves, they could be humans. You don't know with their face. But as you enter, Soren, with his body of Armistice over your shoulder, one of the more human-looking ones comes up to you, and she says in a female voice, "Welcome to the Dreamer's Temple. May her dreams guide you as she does me. What brings you to this temple?"
I'm going to lay Armistice down on his back gently and look at her and say, I need to bring my brother back to life. And I was told that your clerics here are the best in the land.
Well, that is true. We are the best at, shall we say, divining is more our thing. But yes, we have done our resurrections. So tell me, I assume this is a friend of yours? Tell me his story and why he needs to come back.
Absolutely. So this is my brother. His name is Armistice. He has literally spent his entire life trying to do the right thing for all the people around him, including me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be the person that I am, and a lot of people would have been hurt or suffered greatly without his help. He has sacrificed his life to save and protect us, and I feel like it's my duty as his brother to bring him back.
Well, I can feel your grief, no doubt. It is hard losing a brother. How do you know that his tasks are not yet done? How do you know this is not his fate? What more does he have to do?
Well, he is the leader of he is supposed to be the future leader of our small group. And I feel that if he is meant to truly be gone, then more bad things will continue to happen in the world. He is important, and there's no way that his tasks are done. He has so much to do and so much to live for. He was and is our leader.
Judas would laugh again.
I look back at him and give him like a glare.
Why the laugh, my friend? Come forward.
Step forward. I hope he was never my leader. Maybe his. He
And-
was okay.
And who do you follow then, if not this man?
Myself.
I can't help but ask then, why do you travel with these people and not yourself?
Can make way more money with them than without them.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I do not agree with the purely pursuit of money. Where are you from, child? Where are you from, child?
Far away.
Can you be more specific?
I can. Hold on. Rukia? How do you pronounce that island?
Rukva? Yep.
Rukva. Rukva Island.
Ah, so you're from the Wonderman Assembly, in other words.
I'm from.
Well, this explains to me, if nothing else, your desire for money. You know that way only leads to misery, do you not?
past misery.
He spends his time drinking bottles of alcohol and
Oh, he's got one
trying
in
to
his
make as
hand
much
right
coin
now.
as possible. He
I
might be drunk now for all we know. And then my brother, the only reason why he stands here and is able to talk to you now
Yep.
is because of
He's
things
drunk.
that my brother has done to keep him alive.
I
Yeah, and he
sense.
killed the little boy. Got a little boy killed too.
Well, that is most unfortunate. But you, child, she says, talking to Judas, I sense so much pain in you, so much confusion. You know that if you never deal with this pain, you will never know who you are, child. Do you understand me?
I think he might be a little too drunk to understand her. But he's not saying anything. He's just kind of wobbling. He's like on that teeter. But he's not falling over either.
Teetering with drunkenness, or teetering as in acknowledging what she's saying?
Oh, drunkenness.
Oh,
But maybe-
drunkenness.
Maybe acknowledging. Maybe a little both.
And what about you? She says, turning towards Eris. Thank you for the fish, by the way. I'll have the staff deal with that. Was this man your leader, child?
I mean, technically speaking, yeah, he was our captain.
And do you wish him to be returned to life? And if so, why?
I can see that Roman is having issues here dealing with his death, and honestly, I just want Roman to feel better. Armistice is, I mean, he doesn't feel anything or want anything at the moment, really. He's gone, and if it is the will, then, and yeah, I guess if there is a way, there's a way.
So in other words, if I hear you correctly, you're more or less saying let fate decide. You could go either way.
Yeah.
And what about you? She says, talking to Soren. Now, this would perhaps fool someone who is not quite so observant, but you yourself walk the line between life and death. What say you? What if we could bring him back, but he would be more like you and less like your companions?
That's not something I would wish upon him. If he was to be like me.
Well, what do you wish him to be like?
I'm on the whole, I'm with, let fate settle it.
And what about you? She says, turning towards Rafe. Is this man important to you? Is bringing him back beneficial to the world? What say you?
I say that he's important to this man, and this man is my companion, and therefore I will back him up and support him.
And finally, child? I sense an old soul in you, though. So I'll ask you as well, what is this man to you?
Are you talking to me?
Yep, Ken Ryu, yep. Are you talking to me?
To be honest,
benefits.
I didn't know the guy.
In a past
But-
life.
But I can see a strong bond between the two brothers. After this guy died, he went on a mission to retrieve an artifact which saved my life. So I'm in favor of saving this guy's.
You've given us much to ponder. Some of you think fate decide. Some of you think he's got things to mission. We will need to communicate with our goddess, Sihanine Moonbow. We have much to meditate on. We'll seek her guidance on this. This might take some time for a matter of such importance. I mean, fate is very much on the line here. Does he have things that only he can achieve, or is his time come? I must warn you, though, if indeed we do decide that this person is worthy of resurrection, then there'll be a cost to be paid. The cost will be steep, and let me just be abundantly clear for those of you from the Wanderman Assembly, the cost will not be in gold either. So for now, leave the body with us. We will communicate with our goddess, and we should come up with an answer within, let's say, 3 days. Is that suitable, she says, turning towards Roman. Is that suitable to you?
Yes, do you mind if I say a few words before I leave? In private?
Of course. So you want to talk to the priestess in private chat? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I would want to...
Okay.
He's going to do his weird thing with trying to talk to Roman. Or, I mean, Armistice.
Okay.
He's, like, fearful that this could be goodbye. So he's going to want, like, privacy and, like, pick him up and try to, like, see if he can go to a room where he could be by himself, basically.
Okay. Do you want to roleplay that out?
Yeah, as long as AKA Old Armistice wants to.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
scene, go.
So he cast Silent Image and shortly after cast Minor Illusion again. And the living Armistice illusion stands in front of him. And he looks at him and goes like, I never got to tell you that the day that you asked me to be your second was the best day of my life. You accepted me when no one else would, and you gave me the strength to be more than I ever thought I could be. I feel like I failed you by not following you onto that boat, and I want to apologize for not keeping my word to you and to Father. You both have sacrificed so much for me, and it's going to be hard to let you go if they don't bring you back.
Oh wow. I don't know how to respond to that, but I guess he would say just he would say if things don't go as planned, just know I have always believed in you, and you are much more capable than you think you are. You carry the mark of fate. It is branded to your being. And if I'm not here to lead, then I can't think of anyone else who should. You hold the mark. You can decide your own fate with that power.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard not having you there. Ever since we were kids, you've always been the one to choose what we would do and what the next plan was. You always made it easy. And it always felt like we had a direction. I can't help but feel lost now. You remember when we were kids, we used to play Lava? I know you used to hate that game, but we would jump from table to chair to bed, and basically the first person who hit the ground lost. I used to want to play that game all the time, and you never once said no, and you would always let me win. Well, now that you're not here, it feels like I can't win. I don't know what I'm going to do next, and it's confusing, and I don't know what to do. So I'm not sure what this cost is, but I'm pretty sure that I'm willing to pay it if it brings you back. Do you think you would be mad at me if it was something really bad?
No, I don't think I would be. As you know, if the end result is beneficial to the world, to your world, then the cost is nothing. You should always give up everything to attain betterment.
Okay. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Until we meet again. And then I cancel the spell.
Okay, that was oddly moving. So, well done for playing that out. Okay, so I'll say that the place that you communicated with Armistice was a place where they've decided to, keep the body in state, for example, as what happens. And you see them cast a spell over it, and they explain to you how this will preserve the body and it won't decay any further. So it's a respectful thing. And as the dreamer cleric is waiting there for you to come back, she approaches Judas and says, my child, would it be okay if I prayed with you?
Prayed for me?
More like with you. Now,
I don't
as
think
I
I've ever prayed a day in my life.
Well, this will be, shall we say, a cooperative effort. As I said, I sense so much pain. And I'm hoping that us praying together might provide solutions for you for your pain. Is that something you'd be willing to try?
I will finish the bottle that I have in my hand, toss the empty glass into the corner, and I'll try anything once.
Okay. Please come with me. And she leads you just to a sitting chair on the side there. And as the bottle smashes, you notice several of these these dreamers come and instantly clean it up and tidy it up. And they would give you a baneful look, but you can't actually see their face through the gauze. But one assumes they weren't too appreciative of the tossed bottle. And she says, as I said, this is us praying together. It's a cooperative thing. Now I need to tap into, shall we say, your dreams and your desires. Is that something acceptable to you?
Are we sitting down now?
You are sitting down. She is standing over you.
I've like fallen asleep with my head and chin in the grip, sitting up with her.
She gently wakes you up. Do you wake up?
Yeah.
Now, please stay with me. And she stands behind you and places her hands on your head. Mr. Udas, other voice channel for a second, please.
Really?
All that horrible day that sent Udas down into his deep depression. I assume you know the... Oh, you're not even here! Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself there. I'll start again. So as she places her hands on your head, your mind instantly goes back to that fateful day where Udas's life got dramatically turned around. I assume you know the event that I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes, and the horror of that, and it gets even worse and worse and worse. The pain that you felt during that incident gets more and more and more intense, and you're raging inside, you're screaming, it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And eventually you feel the hands break away from your head and you come back to your senses. Let's go back to the other voice channel.
Right.
So the rest of you, what you see these ladies' hands rest onto Udas's hands. And then Udas just starts screaming and thrashing her around and yelling incoherently. And the dreamer is barely holding on to her, and she's starting to shake away until eventually your hand comes off and you see her say, "By the goddess, this is some kind of pain." And she doesn't notice, but you notice blood presumably dripping from her nose coming down and staining her cloak. And one of the other dreamers points it out and she says, "Oh, this is beyond me. Oh, child, why do you carry this pain?"
I think I'm probably just puking on the floor at this point. Both emotional and drunken pain.
She places her hand on your shoulder. You could feel it trembling even as you start hurling. She says, "It's okay, my child. This is beyond me. You need to seek out your truth, and no one here can do that for you. We know of one who could do this. Perhaps the greatest dreamer that have ever lived, but for complicated reasons, they no longer reside in Silverdale. The answers that you so desperately seek, you need to go to a place called Salsa Tasai." And you notice, if no one else points it out, there's this little island, little peninsula kingdom over here. And from what you've either learned or will learn, it's very distinct from the rest of the Ascendant Host territory. It's almost their own little country almost down there. I seek out a man named Basalt in Salsa Tasai. Tell them that you need his help. Do you understand, child?
Assault. Salsa Tasai. And I'll puke again.
Okay. Seek out the answers there, friend. Is there anything else I can help anybody else with?
No, after all that, no.
Oh crap! Do you guys remove curses here?
Yes? What curse are you referring to?
He's just gonna gesture to his whole body. I'm not supposed to look like this.
Okay, just a second. Let's gotta look something up. In regards to your cursed. Okay, well, come here, child. Let's have a look at you. Child seems oddly specific in this case.
He's gonna sheepishly shuffle over to her.
Tell me, what do you know of this curse?
Well, this lady, she fooled me with her good looks, and then I glimpsed a little bit of her true nature and rejected her. And then she said some mumbo jumbo about arrogance or whatever. And she made me look like this little boy.
Well, I'll need to repeat a similar process, so take a seat, my child.
Okay.
And she puts down a couple of cushions to raise you up a little bit. And she puts her hands on your temple, and you feel her hands digging into the temple. And after a few moments, she says, well, this curse is beyond me. Do you know the name of the person who put it on you?
Would I know?
You know her as Granny Myrtle.
Granny Myrtle.
Well, Granny Myrtle is what she goes by, but what she really, a more apt name, her true name is Black Myrtle Grease Chewer, and you will need to seek her out and undo what she did to you, or find some other solution. But I cannot help you, my child. But seek out Black Myrtle Grease Chewer. I understand she's somewhere in Beltona Forest, but that's a big forest.
Thank you, oh wise dreamer.
Okay. Unless there's anything else, the rest of you descend and then leave the temple. Soren, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
No, not right now.
Yes, right now.
Oh Lord, I'm never gonna pass one of these.
Yet again,
That's pretty good.
you see Soren, after just a couple of days, once again fall to the ground in a terrible headache. His pain just rips through his body. We're doing a lot of bouncing around now. Voice channel 2, please, Soren.
Yay.
So you see your father once again. Your father, however, is not looking like your father. He looks very deformed, like one of his arms is significantly smaller and one of his other arms is significantly bigger. You see large bulbous growths on his hair, like as if his brain's kind of popping out to one side. His shoulders are kind of twisted on the side way, and there's these weird bumps falling all over his body. And he says, Soren! Soren! Come quickly! Time is of the essence. I'm not sure how much I can keep trying to communicate with you. I don't know how long I can stop from becoming them. Seek out our dreamer, Soren. Seek out Illerand Fallwish in Silverdale. Please, hurry, Soren, hurry. And I'll whisper that name to you, just in case you wish to notice it. And you see, even as he's talking, his body is morphing, his legs are being misshapen, one twice as long as the other one, and it kind of flips back. It's a very grotesque thing. He's obviously going through some type of really bad transformation, I guess. And then you wake up. Let's go back.
Oh no!
Soren too has blood trickling out his eyes and his nose and his ears, but he gets up. What do you do, Soren, or what did the rest of you do?
Do I think I can heal him?
Ain't no healing this,
Does he
bro.
look hurt?
There's a famous race car commentator, Mari something or other, and during a Formula One case he said, "The car appears to be perfectly fine apart from being on fire." And I think this is a very similar case. Udas looks perfectly fine apart from blood coming out his eyes, ears, and nose.
I'm going to cast Healing Word and say, "Are you okay?"
As a me?
Yeah.
Is that other chick that was touching Udas funny still here?
This is by the time you've left the temple.
Oh. Would I know where to go?
With that name you gave her, I mean, a name that you were given, you do know that more or less every city and settlement in the Ascended Host territory has their own temple devoted to their goddess, and you have your own, I guess, own temple inside of Silverdale where you could find that person that was referenced.
Soren will say that we go to said specific temple. He needs to find someone.
Very specific.
He needs to go find a certain dreamer. I'm assuming Eris would know what those are.
Yeah. Are you looking particularly bitey? You're just.
Me? Nah, I'm fine. Or am I?
What do you need to go see them for? Do you think they can help you turn back to being normal?
No, it's
Closer
about
to
my
normal, I
father.
guess? What's up with your brother?
No, my father.
Oh, your father.
Yeah. We need to go and, or Soren will just like start walking, like almost running there. Wherever said temple is.
Oh, it's
No.
it's right here. It's in Little Glen.
Oh, I thought you said I need to find the person in Silverdale.
Nope. If I said
Oh.
Silverdale, that was a mistake. In Little Glen.
Okay. Then he
Man
ain't
just
running there.
starts running across the mountain, right?
Yeah, right?
It's
Just,
only 30 feet. Yeah.
yeah. I can get there one turn.
Let me adjust some scales here.
Okay, in that case, Soren will say that he needs to go find. I'm assuming like his family dreamer, essentially.
Pretty much, yep.
In Little Glen, and that his father seems to be slowly transforming into a mind flayer. It looks like.
It's not good.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that's really bad.
Like his arms were all fucked up and all mangled, looked like his brain was coming out of his head. It wasn't pretty.
How long would it take us to get there from here, like land-wise?
So let me just change the scale to something more appropriate. Okay. Well, Soren, you've traveled this way before. You have options that you could do. The quickest way is the way that whoever does this is via the mountain pass as opposed to going via Schlinn. But the mountain pass is more dangerous, but it's quicker. If you want the safest path, you would go like whoever's doing that. That's
Okay.
the safer path. Those are well-traveled roads. But if time is of the essence, then you'd consider going through this mountain pass through here. Over the mountains is just not practical.
That would take like a day, 2 days.
Probably 2 days, given the rough. But we'll say 2 days. You just need to spend one night out in presumably the forest, and then one night, another day to get there.
So in which way do you want to go? Because I'll get you back.
I'd like to travel with haste, because I'm assuming he didn't look like this last time I had like my.
He looked like your father in previous visions, but now there's something distinctly wrong with the vision that you see of him.
And that was a few days ago.
Yep. And you do know that what you're having is a vision of sorts, almost like a dream of sorts. You're not conscious when it happens. And you know that this is a type of thing that dreamers were designed for, to interpret visions and tell you what's happening. And, And you were directed to that person in Silverdale.
Little Glen.
Belgium.
Oh, did it again. And Little Glen, yep.
Okay.
Let's head there in haste. Let's
So-
see your pops.
Do you know?
Quick
Do you know
question.
if he's savable, Soren, or do you know what we're doing? Are we trying to find out how to save him? What reverse things? Or is it all answers you have just dreamer?
I don't know whether or not he's savable. Whether it comes to it, like I wouldn't like to think about it right now, but I'd like to, if he can't be helped, put him out of his misery, and also stop these creatures from doing this to more people, since they have their little base like outside of a town, essentially. So there could be more people in there.
Okay.
Did we want to ask for more time for Roman's thing then? Since it'll be at least for probably 7 days, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah. And we will probably want to pay the dock fee so we don't get.
Toad.
In trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. And let the crew know that we're going to be away for a week. We could also just tell them to like set sail and stay in the ocean for a little bit to save some coin too. I guess we can do one of the two, right?
Well, we also gotta pay the crew a bit. It's
Oh,
also expensive.
Yeah.
Is there any, like, job that we can set the crew on
Right.
doing? Like, so that they can make some money in the meantime?
Sure.
Nice fish.
Yeah, like, at least, even if it's just fishing, like, that'll be some sort of income to offset the cost of the crew. I know I put it somewhere here. What the hell?
I'm off on a pirate mission.
Yeah. No, oh, not pirating.
It was a
But-
joke.
Maybe they could like maybe we can buy some cargo and have them like deliver it, or maybe we can find a merchant that needs something delivered.
Or, like I said, just fishing is the simplest thing. It's close by. They need fish.
Yeah,
That's true.
and to be fair, they said that they needed fish here too, so that's good. And they have
we can,
the net all set up. Oh, thank you.
so we can get more equipment and have fish for later. But yeah.
Salary, maintenance. Okay, they got an advance by Armistice, who's now dead. Okay. Quickly, I guess we could sell what stuff I have if we wanted to do a quick, like, everybody stock up and get ready for the travels.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what time in the day is it at the moment?
Midday, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Roman, would you mind helping me sell some things? I'm just going to fix them up quickly, and we'll sell them around Silverdale, and I'll make sure that they're actually like nice. It's some of the old like it's chainmail armor, some shields, and some long swords from the Razors.
Okay.
Oh, cool. And do you remember, like, didn't we collect some stuff from that weird, like, living house thing, you know, that we could sell? Wasn't there like a $500 or $300 or 300 gold piece that we could sell or something? Can't quite remember.
Yeah, we have a silver coffer, and it's 500.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus.
We should doll that up too, and we can try to sell that as well.
Tell you what, let's not role play out an extravagant selling mission. Make me a straight persuasion check, Eris.
I'm getting
Can I help?
yeah, Roman to do it,
I was
and
planning
also
on being the talker.
Okay, let's do it the other way around. Let's have Roman make the persuasion check with advantage, with help from. Okay. So do you plan to sell your coffer?
I'm also going to be trying to cast distort value to make it more.
Make an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. Am I good at that? No.
Oh, +4. That's pretty reasonable. You don't get 500 gold pieces for this thing. You get 550 gold pieces for this thing. So feel free to do that. And what else do you have to sell?
I have. That's up to 550. I have 7 sets of chainmail armor, 7 shields, and 7 long swords that I'm going to doll up and make look nice. If I can do that with my little blacksmithing stuff quickly before we try to sell that.
Okay, so for the chain shirt, I'm doing this on the fly. You normally get 25. I want to say you get 35 for that.
It's the chainmail armor, not chain
Oh,
shirts.
well, that's different. Chain mail, I will say you get 40 for that. And shields, shield is normally 10. We'll say you get 6 for that. And longsword, I think, was the other one.
Yeah.
Longsword is normally. Where is it? Longsword normally goes for 15. We'll say you get 7 for that as well. So did that come out? Yeah. 364 gold pieces for all of that. Okay.
Plus the 550, right?
Yeah, plus the 550, yep. So 364. Ah, starting to put some coin together.
Yes, that is a beautiful number indeed.
Okay, so we'll just divide that by... How many of us are there? 5?
6.
Yep, 6 of us.
So say 152 gold pieces and
You
3
can keep the
silver,
extra one
3
since you did
copper?
some extra.
Sure.
That's okay. We'll just split even. Just going to take that out of here. Can I get somebody really quickly just to take a look at this weird thing that I have in my bag? What is it? The concerning screaming portal thing?
The Black Crystal Tablet, you mean?
Yes.
Now, who do you want to show it to? The Dreamers?
Would hopefully somebody that can pay me money. I have a feeling that the Dreamers would not be the people.
No one in Silverdale wants to buy this from you. They almost recoil in horror as you show it to them. As it, sucking in light, emanating cold. I want nothing to do with it.
Okay, well, back in the bag it goes, until I can find some sorry bastard that'll buy it from me.
I'm thinking maybe I should have called this Therapy Island. As we see, Kinryu Therapy, Sarin Therapy, Yudas Therapy. All right. Okay, so you gather up the gold that you need. You split it amongst. Feel free to deposit somewhere in Mina's Mantra Bank and send it to people if you so wish. And you is there anything else you want to do? How are you getting there? You're just walking. I mean, assumingly Rafe is not walking.
Are we going right away?
I think so, because Sora was in a hurry.
Right away on what?
To the what's it called?
Right to it.
To Little Glen. To Little Glen.
But how are you getting there? You're walking? You're riding?
Yeah, we're getting there,
Good
guys.
question. Do you guys want to buy a carriage that's small enough to fit on our boat, but big enough for all of us to fit on it? And we have a second horse now, so
I don't know. Is Rafe's horse able to even pull a carriage?
No. But,
Yeah.
But we have the horse, is what he's saying. The horse from that Patches or whatever.
The patches here. Yeah, could we find I don't know, a foldable carriage or something that we can
Not a foldable carriage. You could buy a carriage if you like for 100 gold pieces.
Will it fit on our boat afterwards?
Yeah, you could get it on the boat. Take a bit of effort, but you could fit it on the boat. And if you wanted to buy a draft horse as well, that would be another 50 gold pieces.
We can just tie whatever. We can just have it be pulled by one horse, right? Or does it need to be more than one horse?
One would be good, two would be better.
Well, we have 2 horses.
No, well,
Yeah, war horse is not gonna pull a whatever chariot.
it'd be a different.
Training
Be like
everything
tie-
set up.
Tying a dog sled to just a regular dog, it's
Exactly right.
not gonna work. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Or it'd be like
the
tying a
dog sled thing?
VW.
Yeah, training a horse to pull a carriage is its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that makes it easier, we'd go ahead. Would it make traveling faster?
Not necessarily faster. I mean, you need to ride horses to do that, and a riding horse is more expensive than a draft horse. And a war horse like Tana is crazy expensive. You probably couldn't even find one in Silverdale.
How much are riding horses in comparison?
They're about 75 gold pieces.
I mean, we could just buy ourselves horses if we wanted to go fast all the time.
yeah, that's true.
Where are we
I'm
gonna
not particularly
put the
great
horse?
at riding horses, but
We just put them on the boat. I mean, realistically speaking, if we could fit a carriage, we could fit more horses.
Oh,
We
yeah,
always
sick.
gotta carry Tanner around, so we're always gonna be, messing with horses. So why not?
Yeah, five riding horses. You could definitely fit on old Bessie, no problem. You will not have the advantages in combat if it comes down to it compared to Rafe, though.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so if you get in combat, you get surprised, for example, there's a distinct chance that your horses will just panic and buck you off, where the well-trained, combat-hardened Tano would not. So just keep that in mind. It's like me riding a horse, right? I rode a horse twice and fell off both times. So, there's no way Malcolm, the person, could fight, and there's no way Eris and the rest of you, except for Rafe, could ride a horse into combat.
Yeah, it's something you got to be basically trained for. Yeah, I'm actually down for buying a horse, just like a regular horse, rather than a carriage. If we're going faster, like we're gonna just continuously need to go places on land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I said, if I'm always going to try and be pulling Tana, so we're going to be messing with all that anyway, so we shouldn't add a lot more burden to you guys.
Okay, well, if you want an additional 5 riding horses, you have an additional 5 riding horses.
I think we only need 4, because we have one from the patches, and one,
Yep.
I mean, Rafe has his own.
Ah, okay.
Who had the patches? That was Roman, right? Roman has a horse already.
What's the speed of a riding horse?
60.
60?
Yep.
What's the speed of
Yeah.
the dog?
40.
Because I can ride the dog.
Well, I'm looking at the player's handbook, and under mounts, it has lots of things, and one of the mounts is Mastiff. You could ride Doge if you'd like. I would allow that.
But would Roman allow that? Because it is his dog.
I'd be cool with it.
Okay.
Oh, shucks, thanks.
So it'll be down to 3 riding horses then, as you already have.
Yes. And can I pay the extra fees for the boat to be docked?
Sure. So 10 gold pieces a day. How many are you gonna drop?
So 70 gold.
Okay, done. I will point out that the Mastiff only goes 40 feet per round, though. So it's slower than the
So
riding horses.
Would that slow down our overall travel time?
Yep.
Cool.
Tell you what, I'm gonna do the rule of cool and change rules and say that a Mastiff can keep up with a riding horse. It's a magically summoned Mastiff, and Doge is cool, and Doge for this purpose is going to have 60 feet. Applying the rule of cool, and it's cool for Kenryu to ride Doge. So there we go.
Also hilarious.
Okay, and I expect by the end of the week you for all to come up with names for your horses as well. And let's just pray it doesn't happen to the horses like usually happens on Critical Role. They're generally forgotten and left to rot somewhere. So, okay. So purchasing 3 riding horses for Eris, Judas, and Soren, I guess. So that's a total of 75, 225 gold pieces for the 3 riding horses.
Soren will pay
How
for his own
much was
horse.
that again?
It's 75 per horse. So
Thorin's paying for his own horse.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I'll pay for mine as well.
oh, there we go.
You already have one, Roman.
Oh, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Judas, you paying for yours?
Yeah, and 15 gold worth of whatever booze they sell in the city.
Okay, they do have booze. Yep.
Don't
I'm gonna
drink
try
and
stop
drive,
on,
man.
Hey, do you think it's a good idea to hop onto a horse while drunk?
No, but drinking while on a horse sounds like a great idea.
Done it. You fall off.
What could I do to convince you to not drink while we're on this very important mission to save Soren's father?
I won't drink during the day, and I'll only buy 5 gold worth of booze.
Deal. And I stick my hand to shake on it.
Yeah, I'll shake.
Just as a minor aside, they throw in the bit and the bridle for you, and some saddlebags as well, and I guess a saddle with the saddlebags. Yep. Okay, Edgar. We already have a name. Cool. Edgar the horse, Patches, Tana, Doge, and some other ones. And I assume you're looking to get out of Silverdale as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just.
Vivi the horsey? Oh no. Should have named mine Armistice. Missed opportunity.
Okay, so with horses and dogs in tow, you gallop out of town and you start making your way with as much haste as you can towards Little Glen. And you want to go via the mountains? Eudas? Oh no, Soren, I guess is Soren's called?
Yes.
Okay, so you climb up through the mountain knowing that it's more dangerous. The first part of the journey goes without incident. But then you approach almost the bit in the pass which goes over to the other side. And can you all make me a perception check, please?
Oh boy.
All of us, so you said?
What was that?
So it was all of us you wanted that from?
Yes, please.
Fill out dog. Jesus Christ.
We're name for a dog.
Vivi the horsey.
That's like,
Who the hell is Vivi?
The horse.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I should try and keep up. You're right, it's the horse. Roman, as you're riding on Patches, you swear you hear something up ahead. Oh, Vivi. Sorry, your horse is Vivi, the horsey now. Okay. You swear you hear up ahead the voice of a female saying, Get away from me, you brutes! I just need to pass, let me through. Then you hear, We're not going anywhere, lady. Then you hear the sound of a rock kind of smashing. What do you do?
I'm going to stop everybody and say, hey, it sounds like there are people up ahead robbing people. We should probably all get off our horses, tie them up to this tree right here, and go confront them. Save ourselves a young lady, a young damsel in distress.
Good
Oh
plan.
lord.
Okay, so you get off your horses. Does that include Rafe?
no.
Okay. Let me just
Rafe,
put-
if you want, you could always go up and try to convince them to leave her alone, and then if they say no, we can all hop out and ambush them.
Yeah, I can do that. The only challenge there is that I'm a lot ahead of you guys. But that's fine. I can go and try to convince them otherwise. So Rafe can spur a
Just
channel
distract
forward.
them long enough for us to get in place.
Yeah, that works.
So
Rafe
you're
will,
yep.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're galloping on ahead to see what's happening while the rest of you dismount and sneak up behind, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the stealth then. So everybody apart from Rafe, make me a stealth check.
Something happened when that woman did that thing to my head, and Pass Without a Trace is going to activate.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
What the hell is happening there? You don't know,
Who
but
else can use magic?
Not use.
Oh, nice. 23.
no, not 23, 33.
33. Me and Eric rolling big. Ooh, classic Udas.
And that's where the Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so I think we're missing one. Who are we missing?
Rafe's not rolling.
Yeah, but there's 6 of you, and I see 4 rows.
Okay.
Oh no, what's his name says up top.
Oh, up the top. Oh, I see Roman. Oh, Roman, I got it. Okay. So the lowest is 13. So you're duck back behind rocks. Doge hangs back with the horses as well. And you sneak up behind Rafe as he thunders up ahead. And we'll do it like this. And Udas is back there. So this is what you see. You see not a young damsel in distress, but a much older woman. She looks in her mid-40s, something like that. And she's seemingly stuck on this bridge at the very top of the mountain pass. And you see these 3 ginormous figures, as you can see on the map, sitting there going, stupid woman coming here. You're gonna be smashed by these rocks. And one of them picks up one of the rocks by its side and just hurls it at the lady. And she does manage to duck underneath it and it just crashes down into the ravine below. And Rafe, you come thundering around the corner and you hear them saying, what do we got here? Silly horsey, we throw rocks at you. What are you doing, mister? You're not welcome here.
The Rafe won't say a word. He's going to just spur Panta gallop and try to rush across and snatch her up out of there.
Okay. So
She's 120 feet from there, so he'd be all the way past him, I think.
I think that's a rock wall.
Okay.
You can go down this way though.
Yeah. I
Like
can
the
move
path
here,
away and down would be like this.
Yeah, so what I have to do with 60 feet, let's see, you get that. Yeah, that's fine. So, he'll come through here and go past. I'll take attack opportunity as he goes by.
Okay.
And before he does that, he'll channel divinity. No,
Okay.
actually, he will not because I have now the mounted combat, so I don't have to do that. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so you're going to go rushing past this lady. As I said, she's not particularly small. She's 6'2", not in prime physical state. But you come thundering past, straight past these creatures on your horse, and make an animal handling check. So imagine Rafe is kind of leaning halfway off the saddle with his hand out, ready to grab the lady and pick her up. Would that be fair?
Yep.
Yep.
It works.
Okay, she sees the dire situation, figures someone is better than no one to try and help her up. So she is going to
I
make...
take that personally.
What was that, sorry?
Just right, not take that personally. Joking,
Okay.
Someone better know one. It's like, okay.
Okay, so she's going to reach out a hand. She sees your plan. She sees you leaning off the thing. She throws up a hand and she's going to make an athletics check. Ooh, a dirty 20. She throws up her hand. She grabs onto it. She's thrown on the back of Tana. And you come... Oh, get rid of this thing.
Go out there.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah, I'll take attack from this one.
Yep. The giant sees you coming through. Hey! You're taking away our plaything! And this massive club that's more tree than anything else. He takes this club, swipes at you as you go past. He rolls a 22, and it clunks right into the side of you. You take 13 points of damage. And with that, we can roll into initiative.
No.
I thought I had it clicked. Oh, what did that for? Well, that's 20.
Ooh, natural 20 from the giant. I'll
Yeah, I
add
got
you
20 though. I'll re-roll it just to get the in there.
What did you get? 20, was it?
Yeah, 20.18.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I roll a natural one.
Nice.
That's my token, sorry.
A natural one from Roman. Come here, Roman. I'll move you for a second. You're not. A natural 1, really. So 3.3. 3.13. Okay, I'll just move you back there. So Kinryu, the Giants do not appear to have noticed you. All their attention is on Rafe and him running down the other way. What do you do?
Do we get
as a bonus? What?
I was gonna see if we can all get like a surprise round on them since they're on there.
Depending on what Kinryu does. We'll see how it plays out. But yes, Kinryu can go.
Oh, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast. Where is it? Where is it? I am going to cast Shadow Blade at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to just sneak up and attack this guy.
So stab him in the back.
Yep.
Yep, he does not see you.
And
You may attack at advantage.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade
Okay.
on this. Let's do the roll for attack first. 25 to hit,
25 hits.
and then it deals 17 psychic and an extra. Where is it? Where is it? A 5 thunder damage.
5 thunder damage. Got
And
it.
then 14 if he moves.
14 if he moves. I'll put that on there. So you come and pretty much stab him in the back. He roars out about, "Where the hell did you come from?" And he turns around and glares down at you.
Hello.
We've lost Tana. Where did Tana go?
Huh? No idea.
Okay, what was what was your initiative?
20.18.
20.18. Okay, whoops. Why isn't...
You should be on down. Oh, down. I
Hit
think.
you so hard it deleted you.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, yeah, but regardless, Kinryu, you come up, stab this massive creature in the back. I said, "Oh, what the hell was that? Get off me, little man!" And Eris.
I'm gonna do something dumb, but we're gonna see if it works, maybe? Let me just double check to make sure it'll actually work first.
Dumb. I like dumb.
Okay, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity from this big fella here.
No, you're not. You've snuck on him, I'm going to say, because he'll see you, but it's going to be too late for him to swing a club at you.
Perfect. Okay, I'm running up to this guy here,
Uh-huh.
and I am casting a 2nd level Thunder Wave.
I know what you're up to. That's a strength saving throw.
It is a con saving throw.
Oh, he's good at con, not as good at strength, so he needs to beat a 15. He rolls exactly 15.
Dang it.
Oh, where did you come from? But does he take half damage?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so the thunder comes out, but he rocks, almost topples over the side, but doesn't. I'll crush you, little lady. Tana.
Alright, they continue to run. They're 120 feet farther down off the screen to get her away, and then he'll cast Sanctuary on her. And
Okay.
ask her to stay there, and then let her slide off Tana, so he can turn around and ride back in the next round.
Okay, so go around, cast Sanctuary on her, so I'll put a little shield on her. And getting ready to dash back into combat the next round. Okay, very good. Okay, she said, "Thank you, kind sir. I believe I owe you my life. Thank you, thank you." And the Hull Giant right next to Eris says, "You don't get to try little tricks on me, lady." And I'm going to give him an intelligence check. which he rolls a -1 on. So, oh, smash you like a bug, lady. And he swings his great club twice at you. Your AC's 19.
Yes.
Just boosh, one side and a rock shatters into dust, and then boom, the other side of Eris rocks, boosh. Stay still! Don't fair, you don't get to move around like that. Soren. Yeah, both misses. 17 was his best roll.
You ruined my plans, man. I have to think what I'm gonna do now, because I was gonna fireball, but no. I'm going to...
There's a bridge here. You were gonna fireball?
I don't care. I'm a sorcerer. Does it look like I give a damn? I'm going to Scorching Ray this guy at 2nd level.
Okay. Scorching Ray away. Is that a dex save? Oh no, it's just... that hits. 5 points of damage as it erupts on him. This guy closest to you? This guy?
All of them on this one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the 3 Scorching Rays I've got about that. They all hit.
Cool.
So I say 11
Oh
one.
my god. 2
11
ones.
for that one. 2 for the one next to Eris.
What
And-
shitty rolls.
And 14 the one that Rafe ran past. Okay, but regardless, the fire just erupts and all over top of them. Do you stay where you are, Soren?
Yeah, I'll stay.
Oh, little man, that's not funny stabbing me in the back like that, says this one next to it. Yeah, you don't need to be here. You should be somewhere else. And he oh my god. He attempts to pick you up. He rolls a natural 1. So you have to roll acrobatics or athletics and beat a 6. That would be you, Kenryu.
Athletics.
Beat a 6, yeah.
Nice.
So he almost says, "Come here, little man," and he very slowly goes to pick you up, and you just duck to the side. I said, "Stay still!" Then he whacks you with his great club, but you dodge out of the way of that. "Oh, stay still! That's not fair, that is. You stay right there." And the lady who you picked up, Rafe, sees the hit you took from the giant and says, "Oh, you injured my friend. I don't know if you're going back into combat, but let me heal you. Ilmater will bless you." And she's going to cast Cure Wounds on you, and you get 9 points of healing back. Ilmater will protect you, my child. Be safe. Okay, and the hill giant that you ran past says, "Oh, sees Eris there. Says, right, I got one wire. Catch this!" And he throws a massive rock at you, rolling a 21. Does that hit?
I will shield.
No fair, silly magic lady. And he comes up right next to you, but that will be his turn. Stay still, no trixies. Judas.
Follow suit behind the young man.
Uh-huh.
Not a child.
Ooh, okay. Oh, you got a nice little table now. That's cool. A +1 bonus. So I'll put a little aura on you and anybody inside that 10-foot order. Does that include you? I think it does, doesn't it?
Does. So, Scream, run up, and 2 attacks recklessly. I'm gonna go after the knee first.
Okay.
3,
So first attack, 26. That absolutely hits. 14.
16 with rage.
Come and just cut back the knee and it kind of buckles down to side. Oh, I don't know, that's not fair. I need that for walking. Get off me. Oh, man. Okay, here, roll damage.
Another. So 21.
Oh!
So take out the knee and then come up and hit him in the chin.
It's not fair. I didn't do anything to you. Just having fun with the lady. And he looks rather beat up. Roman.
So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep. Right here. And I'm going to cast darkness on him.
Okay.
And yell, the darkness is, or blindness, deafness. I'm going to yell out, the darkness is full of everything you fear. And it's coming for you. And I'm also going to use my bardic inspiration to inflict unsettling words on him.
Okay. So what's his save?
So, it's a Constitution save.
Okay, let's see if he gets within Kui. Okay, are you going to use your unsettling words?
Yep.
Okay.
6. Come on, there we go.
So the net result is a 4 on his save, so he fails. So are you blinding him?
Yeah, he's blinded and deafened right now.
Blinded. You can blind or deafen a foal.
Yeah, he's both, I thought.
No, one or the other.
Oh,
Here's at the top. You can blind or deafen a foe.
okay, so I'm going to blind him.
Okay. Who turns out the lights? And you don't need to concentrate on this. That's interesting. Powers the target is blinded, but he gets a saving throw at the end of his turn. Okay.
Yep.
Who turned out the lights? Hello. Okay. Is that your turn, Roman?
Yep, that is my turn.
Okay, back to the top of the order. King Ryu.
This time he's going to cast Bright Blade.
Okay.
So, with the Shadow Blade. So, if any of you guys have seen the Mandalorian, it kind of looks like the Dark Saber right now.
Ooh,
like
cool.
Black with a white outline as he's making his slash. So it is 16 to hit.
You get advantage for that?
Oh, well, isn't he blinded?
No, that's the other one.
Oh, damn it. Then it's a 10.
Oh, sorry. Which one did you blind? I thought it was this one. Is that right, Roman? Which one did you blind?
It should be this one here.
Yeah, so this guy's not blind. So that's a 10.
Okay, then that's a 10.
So 10 misses. Cool.
Then I will spend 2 or 3 points to quicken a spell and do it again.
Okay.
Oh,
man.
it's even worse!
Can't hurt me with your flash blade, little boy.
Shut up, you big oaf.
Little boy. Can't wield a big sword, can you? Eris.
I'm not a child!
Little kitty Whittier. You need your diapers changed, little boy. Eris.
This is gonna smack her fists together and try to punch the ground again, doing another thunder wave, second level.
So that would be both of them. And
Yep.
was it a strength save? Con save? Con save.
Cool. Yeah.
So we'll do the one to the north first. How far do you push him back?
It is 10 feet away from me.
So the blind one actually makes it. 5, 10. Oh no! Oh! And he starts tumbling down the cliff. He attempts to put out a big meaty paw to hold on to the edge of the cliff, And he does. But effectively, I'll say he's effectively prone there. He's hanging off the edge of the cliff with one hand. So any attacks against him we advantage, but he hasn't fallen down yet. But if he stomped on his hand or something, we will see. Okay. Eris. Sorry. And how much damage was it? So this guy fails. So, oops, just move him a little. He takes 14.
And then the other guy takes 7.
Other guy takes 7. Okay. Stay where you are.
Yep.
Okay, so one rocks back and just barely hanging on. Can't quite regain his footing. Tana.
All right, dash back in. Get in there. I can't. I don't have the space to do any of my dashing in and out. I'm just going to slash twice.
Okay, at advantage because he is blinded. $19 hits and 21 hits, so 20 points of slashing down. Oh, who did that? Oh, you horsey. Smash horses. Horses make for good breakfasts.
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to say this Hool Giant is going to attempt to pull himself up, holding on with one hand. Let's give him another strength. I'm coming for you, lady. I'm going to... And he slips back. He rolled a 9 on his strength check. And why don't you do me the pleasure and roll me 66. Eris?
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Oh no! Ow! Oh, bugger this! I'm out of here. And he gets to his feet, and he starts. What's his movement speed? 40. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he starts running down the gorge that way. Soren.
Was he prone?
Yeah, which is why he went 60 feet, not 80 feet. 20 feet to stand up.
Oh, okay.
So that was... Yeah, Soren. Soren, your turn.
He's gonna cast Inflict Wounds at
Okay.
2nd level on this guy.
Okay. Oh, that hits.
So it'll be 4d10.
Ooh, ouchies. Oh! What is it with you people? Let's have a go fun and leave us alone. Stay there, Soren.
Yep.
Now, he's surrounded by people. He has advantage against Judas. Yeah, he's going to smash Judas. Oh, guys, you not fight fair. You surround me. I don't like that. And he gets his great club, swinging twice at advantage, and rolls a 21 and a 20.
For sure.
And both of them do 19 points of damage. So net, you take 19 points of damage. So 38, because you're raging, reduced to a 9. Oh, you like that, little man? Hey, what's that over there? Do you see that? Look, something's behind you. Ah! He starts taking off. I'm going to say everybody except Soren up in that area can take an attack of opportunity as he starts taking off. Udas, you hit.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
16.
Actually, as soon as he moves, your booming blade does go off, and he takes 14 points of damage, which reduces him to 1 hit point. And yeah, perhaps you're panicking, Kenryu, about seeing what it did to Judas. Oh, look at this, I'm out of here. And you just smash him, the booming blade, boom, goes off. Says, I was just having a little fun. And he falls over with a mighty thump and splashes on the ground. This presumably cleric lady, she's going to just hang back. So it's the end of the turn for blindness, deafness, right?
Yeah.
At the end. So I'll just see if he beats it anyway. It's a Constitution saving throw before I forget. He rolls an 8, so he's going to be blinded at the end of this. I hear you, little lady. I don't know where you are, but I can smell you. I can smell you. And he's going to attack you. It's going to be a disadvantage because he's blind. But he brings down this massive tree stump twice on top of you. Boom. Boom. Oh, man. I wish it wasn't a disadvantage. That would have been a 25 and a natural 20. But I get reduced to 15 and 10. So, the blindness is paying off. And I'm going to just roll a D... I don't have a D8 prepared. Just roll a D8. And he attempts to take off. Actually, no one. He's a bit disorientated, but he's going to. That would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to head in a northeast direction. I'll get him a wisdom check to see if he knows it's there. He says, "Sure," and he realizes, gets his bearings, feels the bridge, and starts taking off across the bridge. Rafe and Eris, you can have an attack of opportunity. Eris, that hits. Rafe, that hits. So total of 14 points damage. Hey, no fair here, blind man. I'm just going about my life. Just leave me alone. Stop it. As he rushes forward, Judas.
I don't know. Oh, I move faster now, so I think I can reach. Oh, I moved. So yeah, try and chase him down and going
Sure.
for the kneecap worked last time. So
Reckless.
yep.
Oh, where did you? Ooh, one misses with a double natural 2. The 27 hits though.
17 points of damage.
Oh, leave my kneecaps alone. They're just for walking. What's your with you people? Is that your turn?
Yep, those who throw stones.
His knees buckles and he stumbles a little bit and he's not entirely sure where to go. His nose is on the bridge, but still very disorientated. Roman.
I'm going to move right here next to him
Uh-huh.
and yell out, I hope you're ready for a bad doozy. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave to try and knock him off as well.
Okay. Con save.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery to on him as well.
And
Make
what?
sure
What?
he fails, basically.
What? So he reduces it by 1. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Constitution saving throw, so it doesn't matter. Might have mattered. So he rolled a 17. Minus 1 is 16, so he passes, but he will take half the damage. So do you want to roll damage?
Yeah.
So 3 points of damage. Whoa! Well, I'm sure-footed. Strong. Can't knock me over. I'm like a mountain goat. Hey.
Is 1 too.
Kinryu.
I'm gonna run up to him here, and I will attack with a booming blade.
At advantage.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
He's still blinded. That hits.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
So it's 1921 psychic, and then 1 thunder, and then 10 if he moves.
Okay, well, what's going on? Leave me alone. He looks severely messed up. He's turning around, not quite sure where to attack. Blind as anything. Eris was surrounded by two giants, but managed to dodge your way out of it somehow. What do you do?
we have a guy running around in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is that he's down there. I'm going to walk over to the side. I'm going to yell, "Hey, dummy! You've left your friends up here!" And I'm going to magic missile at 2nd level.
Okay, nice.
When is it? That's 4 darts. 1,
4 darts, yep.
2.
So 7, 10.
4.
So 15, I make it. There's a magic missile, leave your hand and thok, thok, thok. I am running away! Oh, I've done nothing to nobody, never, so stop it! Stop it! And we'll see what he does. Tana.
Alright. Go run here and attack twice.
Okay, at advantage.
Okay.
Because he's still blinded. That hits. Whew, and that hits.
And you know I've got to add that to that one.
Mm-hmm. Gonna fire up the
For the
divine
cool factor.
smite.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Got to. They're like a law.
Ooh, so you fire up your smite blade and slash at this giant once, twice. Hey, what are you doing? Oh! And you cut the giant in half, and one half falls to that side, and one half falls to this side. You just cut him in two.
God.
Thump, thunk, and the bodies clock below. All right, nice, very nice. This guy sees his buddies going to, uh-oh, time to skedaddle. And is he going to?
What? You don't want to play?
I'm
just playing
around. No, he 1, 2, 3. It's almost 15 feet, so he's 65 feet down the gorge, away off the map. Soren.
I forgot to ask this when we leveled up, because I don't know with sorcerers. Are you able to change your meta magics when you level up, or no?
I don't know. Does anybody know the answer to that?
I think it's at ASI's, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I never played sorcerer.
So it would have been at
level 4, and then level 8 is the next option.
okay.
There we go.
I didn't do it at 4, so I'll just keep my old ones.
Feel free to switch them out if you like. That's fine. We'll just pretend you did it at 4th level.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna cast a lightning fireball at him.
A lightning fireball. All right.
I like it.
With transmutated spell.
So in other words, it looks and acts like a fireball, except for it does lightning damage. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so it'll be like a giant sparking ball of death.
Bzzzt. All right. So is he within range? Yeah, easily within range.
Yeah.
And he's making a dexterity saving throw, so it'll just be straight. He rolls a 3. Hey, stop it! That hurts! Just let me be! And he continues running down the canyon.
Oh, he's still alive.
He is still alive. He looks pretty rough, but he is alive.
Alright, that's my turn. I used all my movement and my spell that I'm happy about now.
Okay, that guy's dead. She's not going to move. This guy's in 2 parts. Judas.
65. Yeah, I'm like 100 feet away. There's nothing for me to do.
Okay, Roman.
Oh, well, you know what? I have 1 javelin left. I will throw it at disadvantage and say goodbye to it forever.
Okay, take your shot.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Um,
I javelin.
I'm going to say you throw it so badly that it thumps right in front of Rafe here. You just completely misdo it. So fortunately, your 1 worked out quite well, and you get your javelin back, so you don't lose your javelin because of how terrible your throw was. So there we go. Natural 1 turned into a natural winner. Roman.
I'm going to let him go and go up to Rafe and make sure he doesn't need healing.
Okay.
I'm good.
Cool.
Kenryu.
Just gonna walk to the edge. How far away is he?
So 65 feet additionally.
Okay, let's see. Let me.
So
see
you
the
said
range.
85 away from you, we'll say.
Okay, so he's going to slash out the air, and then a beam of magic is going to come out as he casts Chill Touch on that thing.
All right. That is.
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh! And it sinks into the back of him, and he's just barely holding on.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna just quicken spell again. And
Okay.
hit him again.
Take another shot. I'll give you a clue. He's on 2 hit points. 16 hits, and that's enough. Leave me alone! I just want to live my life.
I'm just playing around.
And he falls to the ground, and his body scrapes along the bottom of the canyon.
And if any of you guys have watched Bleach, it looks like Ichigo doing the Tsuga Tensho when he casts Chill Touch.
Oh my lord.
Very useful spell, even though it doesn't do cold damage, and it's
Not
not
a touch.
not a touch spell.
Weird spell.
It is a weirdly named spell. Okay, but with that, any combatants have left, and you find yourself in this mountain pass. And this lady eventually returns and says, "Oh, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from. But those evil creatures, they were taunting with me. I thought this was my last stand, and my holy mission would be at an end. So, blessings of Ilmater upon you all. I literally owe you my life. Thank you so much."
You're welcome.
Where are you going?
Well, I was says Malcolm, quickly checking his. Oh, damn it! Accidentally closed roll 20. That's not what I wanted to click on. let me bring that back.
Problematic.
Problematic. Well, I am.
You don't mind the rest of the night. Sorry, go ahead.
It's I've come from Silverdale, and I was heading vaguely north. So I am looking for something. I do not know where it is. Let me just bring up some notes. See, I am from the order of the Ilmater. If you don't know Ilmater, he is the broken god. He is the one who is broken for me and one who is broken for you. And I am but his humble servant. Unfortunately, due to some unfortunate incidences at the Temple of Ilmater down in Amber Barrow, something very precious of us was stolen. It is known as the Tomb of Torment. It's a very valuable holy book. And I was sent on this holy mission to try and go down. All I have to base this on is they headed north into the forest and into the mountains. I know it is a long shot, but it is my mission, and it is I will try and find it. It is very difficult, though. And what I might ask, are you doing up in these mountains? It is not a safe place to be.
Yeah, we're in a hurry to go help one of our friends' fathers. We could always try to search around here. I'm sure those giants had like a treasure hoard or something probably around here. Maybe it's in there.
Well, maybe. I do not think these brutes would specifically steal this, though, from the temple. We know it was a human-sized creature, and judging by the way they were tormenting me, I do not think they would put much value in the book, no matter how valuable other people might see it. But sure, if you want to scout around this area, I do not see why not. And you say you're going to save somebody's father?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to try and help. We are heading north as well, so if you'd like to travel with us, you can until you need to go your separate way. I'm sure no one here would object to that.
Well, I have no particular exact destination in mind, but if you are traveling north, up through the forest, I would most welcome the company. It seems, if it wasn't for your kind-hearted gesture, I would I would be a grease stain on the floor. My name is Sister Abidi, by the way. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Perfect. Hey, you guys want to look around? Maybe we can find some goodies around here.
Or we could do a quick check. I'll go over to the one body that is actually still like on the cliff here.
Mm-hmm.
Do they even carry anything on them? They kind of look like they have like loin cloths on, or naked.
Pretty much. They got loincloth on them, and they were using pretty much tree stumps for weapons. So nothing on them of value whatsoever.
Gross. Okay. Oh, she's cool looking, eh?
So, I do not know if you want to rest up or search for treasure. It is your call. And she comes up to Rafe and says, "You, sir, you showed a great bravery. These people took out the giants, but your first priority was to get me to safety, and I thank you for that."
You're very welcome. He kind of nods. He's, like I said, he looks relieved more than anything.
A humble man, too. I can respect that.
I look over at Udas and go like, I'm surprised you didn't ask for money.
Doesn't look like she has any.
That
I
definitely
think
doesn't
People
stop you.
definitely don't.
Well, I have a few silver pieces I could, if that is what you want to require. I mean, my life is in your debt. This is a money thing.
No, we help. It's a slight towards my buddy over there. We have this running back and forth gesture that we do towards each other. He likes to talk about my dead brother. I like to make fun of him because he's greedy, you know. Just get laughs all around.
I
And I say
definitely
it's
have
early as I start this search.
definitely have a gesture for you, Roman, and help you off.
You, my friend, you too look injured. Could I offer you some healing?
Thank you. That would be nice.
It is kind of my thing. I'm very specialized in the arts of healing. Ilmater has blessed me mightily. And she's going to cast a... Is that right? Yeah, she's going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you. Now, as Ilmater makes us unbroken through his sacrifice, I will unbreak you. And she cast Cure Wounds. hit
Nice.
3rd level, and you get 20 back.
That's full health.
As you can see, I am quite proficient in the healing arts. Illuminator has blessed me mightily. So while we travel for the short time at least, I pray that I could be of more service.
Appreciated. And, oh,
So, what would you guys like to do? You having a look around? Taking a rest?
I'm gonna try to search for, all that good stuff. But I want to help somebody else search for it because I'm not good at looking.
I'm gonna go and get the horses and bring them back. Cause we dismounted them and left them over there.
Okay.
Ready for volunteer to go do that if you want to help them search.
Okay.
You can
And-
lead them back. Yeah.
And Doge as well. Okay, make a investigation check at advantage. Whoever's leading this look around.
I'm pretty decent at that if you'd like me to.
Yes, please. Ooh, yeah.
You do find a cave not that far from here. It's big enough for these brutes to go in. And you don't so much find it with your eyes, but you find it with your nose. Just this cave absolutely reeks. And you go inside and there's decomposing bodies of moose, elk, other large gamey creatures, and let's just say they're not particular about where they relieve themselves, and the smell is absolutely putrid. But you have found where their cave is. If you like a perception check, you can rifle through the filth, see if you can find anything.
Yeah, we both can do that.
Yeah, is there anybody that's particularly good at that? I'm not great.
I would
I mean, I'll
guess
look
Peter,
around.
but-
At what?
What?
Perception.
Look. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm good at that.
Okay, so Kinryu.
Damn, nice.
Oh, 23. You find not much, unfortunately, but you do find the equivalent of 2d6 gold pieces. You find 9 gold pieces, and coppers and silvers and stuff, but it adds up to 9. Other than that, just shit. Okay, so horses that are turned, and Sister Abidi says, well, what I'd like it to travel with you as traveling by foot. Would it be okay if I rode behind one of you?
Yeah. Pick your poison.
You mean pick my
All but the
horse?
dog, of course.
Well, no, I think I'd break the dog's leg if I
With
stood.
Amado.
Perhaps you, she says, approaching her. If your horse seems like the strongest, and I am not as light as I was in my younger years, could I ride behind you?
I'm happy to do that if Tenant will allow it.
Make an animal handling.
If Tenant disagrees.
Does Tana disagree? Tana does not disagree. He's
And it's an odd good mood for him.
doesn't even bite Sister Abidi as she gets on the back of Tana.
Ray scowled at Tanner for some reason.
Well, shall we press on?
I suppose so. I'm gonna make sure to clean off whoever went into the cave with prestidigitation to make sure that you don't smell gross, and then I'm going to basically spray you down with perfume with the same spell.
All right, everybody's smelling and looking a bit better. And you continue on your travels through. The rest of the journey to Little Glen goes uneventfully. You do have to camp through one of the nights, but You set up guards, you set up watches, and it's relatively uneventful as you settle in the forest. If there's anything people want to talk about or role play out, feel free. Otherwise, we'll just press on to Little Glen.
I'm going to continue to straight up conversation with Soren about the Cinda host and his life and what people are like and what he grew up like, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're interested in the life and what it's like being here. Is very curious.
So what's it like living in the Ascended Host territory, Soren?
Chips get stuck in your throat and you start coughing and hacking down with your mic muted. It's a nice, simple life, to put it plainly.
You explain the dreamer thing? That's interesting.
Oh god. Okay. I will pull it up. Pretty much, it's like a baptism of sorts. When you come of age. Why won't it let me go to the page? I'm just gonna go off of what I remember. When you come of age, you were visited by a dreamer. Thank you. And you're given a vision, essentially. My brain's all scrambled here. I'm still trying not to die. The chip was evil to me.
That'll teach you for not sharing chips at the D&D table, that is.
Yeah, right. So yeah, you get a vision or a prophecy at your coming of age ceremony, essentially, and these dreamers are the ones that give it to you.
Does everyone here have those?
That I don't know. I would assume so. Malcolm can answer that.
Everybody who was born here, basically.
Yeah.
Can you find out what somebody else's dream was or somebody else's vision was?
I don't know.
You could, I mean,
Yeah.
as I sent privately to both you and Eris, I mean, if you'd like to incorporate this into your story or what prophecy or vision you received upon your coming of age, and so Eris and Soren would both have one. And yeah, you could share it if you want to, and if you have one, there is nothing to stop you saying what it is. It's given privately, but you can do what you like with that vision.
Soren would share his. Hucklepuff has not made it yet.
Wait, what?
So, I haven't made it yet. So,
Okay.
Soren would tell Rafe like his vision, and when I actually come up with it, I'll actually send it to you.
Okay. Cool.
Can you learn somebody else's dreams? Can you know what somebody else's dreams were or prophecies were?
Sorry, say that again. I was just reading that private message you sent me.
You're just asking, Soren, can you learn what somebody else's dreams were or prophecies were? Can you learn about other people's?
Just by asking. It's as I said, given privately, but you can tell anybody you like about your vision.
And then yeah, what Soren is experiencing right now with the visions with his dad is like a different thing, but the person we're looking for is a dreamer, and he's hoping they would have answers.
So did you have a different dream than what you're having now? Then you have another. You don't have to tell me what it is. It's private. You had another dream.
Yeah, I had it. This is completely different and unrelated.
Okay, and your other dream is private. You don't want to.
I haven't actually come up with it as a player, so he'll actually tell you about it though.
Okay.
To help you like better understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I do come up with it as a player, I will actually send it to you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm just responding to your
Yeah. So
private message there. How does that sound?
Yes, cool.
I spelt Rafe wrong, but
Yeah. Clearly, I'm too close to you, though.
there we go. But that'll be like you're going to Little Glen. I imagine you're going to do something, and then when you get back, I think that would be an appropriate time. Give me a little chance to craft that as well. Is that cool?
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so as I said, you press through. The night goes without incident. Rafe is very curious about this land. Has Rafe ever been here before?
No.
Okay. So finally, after actually not terribly long away, you find yourself back where your whole mess started from. And you come back to the little town of Little Glen. And as you can see, this is pretty much the sum total of it. Very simple place. There's a lumber mill here. Which is this building over here. Very simple life. And a lot of the people you know and recognize, they say, "Oh my God, Soren, we thought you were dead. Oh my goodness, you're not looking too great either. What happened, Soren? Where have you been?"
I left looking for answers as to what has happened to me.
What happened to you? Maybe we can help.
You most definitely cannot help. My family was taken by mind flayers. So that's a thing.
Oh my goodness, what the hell's a mind flayer?
These evil creatures that invade your mind, and they're kind of tentacly and not pleasant. Greatest description ever.
Oh, and this. And what of your father? What of your mother? What of your siblings?
I presumed them all to be dead, but I've been having these weird visions of my father, and I'm actually here to see. I saved the name. Irilyn Fowlish, to get further info about it.
And from the temple, which is, we'll say, this building over here, which is fairly common even in a small little backwoods. I mean, the primary use for Little Glen is logging. They don't actually log anything near Silverdale because, you don't log the tree that you live on. So there's a lot of logging that happens here. They get shipped around that goes to building things like ships. So fairly simple town, basically revolving around logging. But this person walks out at the name of Irilyn Fowlish. And he says, "Soren, my child, it seems you are lost. We're all grieving you and your family. And yet you have returned home. And I hear you wish to speak to me."
Yes.
"Well, come. And she welcomes you all into the temple, the Dreamer Temple, a lot less glamorous than the other one, and she appears to be the only dreamer here. Similar to the other one, obviously female, you can't quite place the voice, so she could be elf, half-elf human, but she's of those type of proportion. So tell me, what have you seen? Tell me of your dreams. Tell me of your visions.
So at first they started out as just seeing my father, in the place where we were held before. And every time it happens, like I'm in excruciating pain and I can't like fight it or anything. And then the last, and I think just the last time he actually like directly communicated with me, right?
Mm-hmm. Says Malcolm. And what did he say? Says she.
So he said to seek out you for help. They are slowly turning him into what I would assume is some form of mind flayer creature thing. His arms were deformed and his head was deformed from what I could see.
I see. And when did these visions of your father start?
Oh god. Like a week ago, probably, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Week and a half.
And do you know anything that triggered or caused it? Or was it just come out of the blue? Were you under stress at the time?
This is to the DM. Was it after like that dude touched me and I didn't like de-age like the weird cult dude? I mean, technically everything in the campaign happened after that, but
it wasn't long after he failed to. Remember, he touched a crew member on the boat and he de-aged him, and he got to a baby. Then he turned to dust, and this weird ass screech slipped him up.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll say he had like this weird. We had this weird run-in with a creature that, when he touches your skin, you start to get younger to the point of turning to dust. And he touched me, and nothing happened because of, I'm assuming, my current state.
Well, this is problematic. From what you've told me about your dreams and the circumstances around it, I can tell you that it's perhaps obvious to you, but your father is in grave danger. There's something in there about this creature that failed to kill you. There is something that the goddess is speaking to me about. So I think your father and this creature are somehow interlinked. How? I don't know. But what I can tell you is where your father is. Well, not so much, but I can give you the tools that you need to find out where your father is. You are going to need... Now, explain to me, what happened that night? You were here one night and then you weren't the next. What happened?
I don't think I actually described. A hooded figure approached our farmhouse one night. And then when I approached him, I seen these creatures that I described to you before. To which my whole family started to scream in pain and then fall to the ground and black out. And then we woke up in some cave den type area.
So this cave, this den, I think this is where your father is screaming. This is where he is trying to contact you from. Now you need to just go, Soren. Now, I know this sounds very vague, but you need to follow your heart. And if you follow your heart will lead you to your father. Your mother and your siblings, I am getting no read on them whatsoever. But if you follow your heart, Soren, and just go, basically, you will find this cave.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I will try my best to follow my heart.
And as I said before, Your father is in grave danger. I know it's late in the day. You need to choose what, and this is once again following your heart. Is it best to rest up? You'll look travel weary at the very least, and it is towards the end of the night. I mean, you need to make the decision. Do you go now? Chase down your father? Take on these creatures perhaps in your weakened state? Or rest up and risk your father deteriorating even more?
As much as I would love to go right now, I feel like it's best if we go when we are strongest.
If that is what your heart tells you, then so be it. And she offers you all rest inside of the temple. So feel free to rest up if you like, taking a long rest. And yeah, long rest accomplished inside of the temple.
Yay.
And is there anything you wish to do or prepare? Now would be the time.
I would ask her if she does know anything that could help us or knows anything about these creatures.
That I do not, Thorin. This is as foreign to me as it is to you. I mean, I would say they're dangerous, but I don't think that's a particularly helpful thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess we will head out, I guess. And thank you for everything and letting us stay the night here.
Okay. So, first thing in the morning, the people you grew up and they wish you luck on your journey. They're all a bit put off by your appearance, so some of them are a bit standoffish for obvious reasons. But you gather your horses. Sister Abidi jumps on the back of Tana. Which way do you go?
Follow your heart, Soren.
Yes. What? Oh, of course. Follow my heart. Just reading my backstory right now. Of course, I didn't put in there what actual direction it was. I mean, he technically left there, so he will head in that direction. So towards the mountains to start, though, because it was up in the mountains. He knows that. Well, I know that.
Oops. Having Sarin therapy. So you head to the east. You're not quite sure if you're on the right path, though. So can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? Yeah,
I'm wrong.
You start moving and you feel as they're completely not quite right. Something's not right, and then something stabs you in the brain. It's like, you gotta get it together. And you take 6 points of psychic damage as you start heading off in the wrong direction. Turns out you're not so good at following your heart.
Yeah, it doesn't beat very often, so.
Make me another wisdom saving throw if you'd be so kind.
I'm gonna stupid myself to death because I can't remember. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're still struggling in this. Oops. This is not off to a good start, and this is like you feel your father's calling you, but you're just not listening, and as he's calling to you, like, come closer, Soren. You just grab your head and you just can't work it out. But you clear your mind, try to shake it off, and make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you that you can do it and give you bardic inspiration.
Ah, there we go.
Oh my
Ah,
goodness.
there we go.
I'll
okay.
use the frickin' bardic inspiration for good measure. It's a d6.
Yep.
He's in pain. 22.
Okay, so you do start heading off in the right direction. You feel you're getting closer and closer to your father. But I'm gonna need another wisdom saving throw, please.
Should have saved that.
I'm going to help you again.
Oh, there we go.
Just keep following your heart.
Oh my goodness. An 11?
Ah, man, you go on the right track, but then you
Oh,
lose
no.
the right track, and it's painful. My friend, you seem in some type of pain. I feel if I do not help you, this will be the end of your quest. You look like shit. May I?
Thank you. My following of the heart, I'm working on it.
You just need to trust. Take a leap of faith. It'll get you where you need to be, and she will cast it at second level.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh my god. Thank you. I was at 11 help.
That was 2d8 plus 5, and she rolled two 7s on 2d8, so that's pretty good. Alright.
Sorry.
Now, my child, maybe I could be of a little more help. I would like to offer you Ilmater's blessing as well, if you'd accept. This will, perhaps if your heart won't lead you in the right way, perhaps the broken guard will lead you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
And you are blessed, so add a d4.
Yay.
And I will give you bardic inspiration again.
Oh, you're gonna run out of bardic inspiration, bro.
We need to find
do-
the place, otherwise we're just gonna die with you going in
Yeah,
circles.
all we have to do is just do a little rest. And I get it back on a short rest.
With the blessings of Ilmater and Soren's encouraging words, you eventually find your way to the place where you knew you were taken. And what you see from from a distance is an opening up sort of in the base of the mountains. It's hard to see, but when you go through there, the mountain kind of opens up, and there are these stairs leading up into, and there's a door right at the top of the stairs. What do you guys do?
Soren will just say like that he thinks this is the place.
Okay, so we take a little rest. Take a short rest before we run in there.
Okay, short rest is fine. Feel free to short rest away.
What are we doing when we find your dad, Soren?
Huh?
What are we-
Restricting them.
That's okay.
If your dad is a mind flayer,
He's already said that he.
Yeah, we'll like if he looks like he's in pain and not helpable, we will put him out of his misery.
So as we're doing the short rest, Rafe will walk around each one of you guys and kind of give you your individual pep talk as he does.
Yeah, perfect.
What's the bonus?
Sorry. Level plus charisma. Charisma is +4, so. Yep.
9 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Nice.
Dude.
Okay, I'll give that Assume that it's applicable to Sister Abedi as well.
Yes. He'll walk by. Each one, he's doing that one by one, talking to each of you, and kind of doing this individual, kind of checking on you, pep up type of stuff. It's not a rah thing. It's a one-on-one conversation, kind of checking with the troops, kind of thing.
Nice.
So, Soren as a character, would he have any information? Because he never really got to the place he was going to learn about the Mind Flayers. So, would he know anything just from being with them?
Yes. You know that they're particularly fond of brains. They like eating brains. You know that they have this power that they can do every now and then. They let out this God Almighty psychic screech, and unless you're particularly lucky, you end up just swaying back and forth like a moron.
Cool.
So you know that you don't know how you could combat it, but they have this psychic screech ability, and unless you're careful, you will be a drooling mess for a while, depending on how things go.
So yeah, he'll relay that and just say like they like to mess with the brains. So like if you're up close, just be careful. They don't like try to grab you and do things with your brain.
So, what does it mean for strategy-wise? Are we going in stealthy then, I guess is what you're saying? And then try to go with it indirectly?
I don't know how stealthy this is, because I feel like my mind is kind of connected to theirs anyway, so I feel like if we get close enough, they might even know we're here already.
Okay.
So,
This might influence your decision. This is the entrance that you see, and you see these 5 creatures guarding it. So
yes, they know you're coming.
The whole earth moves as Malcolm mucks it up.
Good job, Soren. You moved your way.
yeah.
Soren, can you think really hard about you going away and see if they go away?
Yeah, right.
So I'm saying you've seen these guys from a distance. They don't seem to be reacting, but they're very obviously guarding this entrance.
What kind of entrance are we going in here? This is a building. I'm assuming Tana's outside, or is Tana coming through here?
This is still kind of forested, rough mountain terrain over here.
Okay, so we're good? Okay.
And it's just opened up. Yeah, Tana's perfectly fine here. It's kind of smoothed out, and they've carved this. And obviously stairs here. You recognize these as like dragons, but for some reason they've got the skull of what a Mind Flayer skull would be. And then there's a door here as well.
So, what's the approach here, guys? Not just walk up and let them attack us, or conversation, or
All out attack. I doubt they're there. I bet they're like minions for this diabolical creature that's holding his father hostage.
usual method of instigating, you just have Yuda say hello?
Because
Yeah.
last time I was here, I was saved by like an adventuring group.
Oh, Jumbo Udas.
So they had to fight their way in to come save us.
Okay,
I
well,
don't-
let me
I
go
don't know if
talk
there's
to
any-
them first.
I don't feel like there's too much negotiating.
Maybe throw a fireball at them.
You think all these people were the people that saved you before?
These guys?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
They're an
sure?
adventuring group, not a bunch of
Hey, what can I
creatures
say?
guarding the door.
Don't be
Hey,
so
you never
mean.
know. They might be trying to keep people from
Aren't
going
those orcs?
Yeah.
That's
in.
crazy.
It's hilarious that you're saying a bunch of orcs or creatures are automatically are evil.
Yeah.
Half
They-
orc person.
He has no fond memories of this place whatsoever.
Okay, so what is our approach?
Kill him or smack him
kill,
really
kill.
badly.
Charge! Is that pretty much? That's it.
Fireball.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You get-
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get the fireball.
Make them come to us. Or
Are you fireballing there, Soren?
Temple, right? You sure you got that? Whatever you want to do, man. It's your call. I'm backing you up.
It's a cave, right?
I'm backing you up. So whatever you want to do.
Mans really
I
wants
still
a
think it-
fireball,
I
I'll
still
tell
think
you
it-
what.
I'm
Go
sorry.
talk to them.
Kill him.
They're in optimal fireball range. I will say
Um,
that.
This would be the radius. Ooh,
I'm just gonna do
Like
this.
optimal.
Burn them to a crisp.
Scoot it further back and maybe hit one of those like dragon-looking things just in case.
How long did it take to get up here? And since we like,
Ah,
bought the giant things,
took you. Well, you got the long rest in Little Glen,
Yeah.
so you get all your spells back. But how long? It's probably about midday by the time you found the temple.
like a day and a half. Okay, so Soren doesn't have too many rational thinking going on here. His eyes are definitely glowing red.
Oh, uh-oh.
Kill them.
Okay, 29. Okay, so dexterity saving throws all around. So how many other? There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one of them rolls a natural 20, so he'll take. Oh, wait, half. We'll go to that. And the rest of the other ones just explode into flames as this fireball comes in and one of them survives, but he looks severely messed up. And he turns around and says, "Oh, oh, oh." He starts taking off this way. Who's going to get him first? Ah!
Oh, I'll throw a chill touch at him,
There we go. Make an attack.
and I probably miss.
Ah! And he takes off. Anybody else? I mean, I don't just this is going to be over quick. I don't think initiative.
I'll
Eris!
just run over and bonk him, yeah.
Okay, bonk him.
Oh.
Oh, well, you both rush up to him and bonk him. Ah! And he's burning and he's on fire almost. And boom, he goes down. I mean, they had 15 hit points, so 29 wasn't quite enough to kill it if he made a save. But anyway, and with that, the guards as such die. And as you notice, actually, as you cool this one, Eris, this little bug thing starts crawling out of his nose and starts slithering kind of just to the north a little bit. This little slimy maggot-looking thing.
Ew. Ew. Can I shove it in a bottle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook it in a stew.
You can shove it in a bottle. You have a bottle. Yeah. You gotta. This doesn't like being in the bottle, but there's nothing much you can do about it. And as you get up and probably have a look at these bodies, you notice there are some of these maggot-looking things as well, but they've been thoroughly burnt to the crisp. But this bug seemed to have survived it, but not your blow or race blow for that matter. But you do have one slimy maggot thing and a jar.
Okay. So, what is Soren doing?
Pretty much the stuff I said, like he let it like a kind of evil cackle when he did the fireball, and he is his eyes are glowing red and his teeth are bared, and he's not looking okay right now. We'll say that much. From
Yes.
like a player reference, his alignment has definitely like gone to evil just from being here instead of being like
Oh.
his chaotic good that he is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's get in there then.
It's okay, buddy. We'll save your dad.
Okay.
Before we enter, though, I would like to break the illithid skulls off of the dragon statues.
Sure. It's a relatively crude thing that they did. They just kind of put it on there and kind of cut off part of the dragon's head so it would fit. But you can absolutely crush them and destroy them easily enough.
That is a gross disrespect of the majestic dragon, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very disrespectful. Okay, so what do you do?
So we're going in. Can I go inside there, or should I go the other side?
Pretty wide.
Yeah. I mean, there's a door here. It also has an Ithilid skull on it.
So, Henry, are you getting that too?
No, it's just the dragons shouldn't have those skulls on them.
Okay. Then in we go.
I'll smack it down just out of because I wanna.
You smack the skull of the Ithilid off there and it shatters on the ground. Could have been valuable, but not now.
Ah, damn. Well,
not a brave thought. So.
I doubt it would be worth much, though. I mean, I have this really cool screaming altar thing, but nobody wants it. Why are people gonna want an illithid skull?
Well,
They
on
want
my
me to-
travels, weird rich people love collecting weird stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, sister, is it a
E?
Betty?
A BD.
A BD. BD. I mean, your tome thing might be in here. I mean, these guys are, from what Soren's saying, kind of intelligent, right?
Well, this is the place of interest for sure. I'd be, I'm here with you regardless, but if the Tome of Torment is in there, I'll be a very happy worshipper of Illuminator.
So what's about this, like, Tome of Torment, by the way? We'll walk and talk as we're going through here. We can go back.
Yes, as we head into the Den of Ithilids, why not have a small chat? The Tome of Torment is perhaps the most valuable religious relic in all of the Maltese faith. It is said it is written by the Broken One himself, by Illuminator himself. And in it contains his teachings, his wisdom, and everything we consider holy and sacred. It forms the very basis of our faith. Now, needless to say, I memorized most of it as a child, as my training for Illuminator, so I know it backwards. But it has been touched by Illuminator. It is very, very valuable to us. And if it came down to a choice between my life and the Tomb of Torment, as it is called, I will surely sacrifice my life if it means returning the relic to my temper in Amber Battle.
Okay.
And if you see it, it's I must admit it's going to look a little bit odd, but it's a book literally, the cover is covered with hair, if you can believe that. It's a hairy book, but there are the reasons for that, but yes, I would very much like it back.
Okay, well, that's all sorts of weird, but yeah, sure. I mean,
Sweet.
Yeah.
But maybe we find answers here, but your friend, he does not look like the kind person who helped save me on the mountaintop. He seems, shall we say, disturbed. Is this normal? Are you concerned?
Oh, no, it's completely normal. He just goes through these phases. I don't know. It's a hormone thing.
He'll be fine tomorrow morning.
Teenagers, am I right?
You will notice that usually, like, after, like, hurting and attacking stuff and killing stuff, he goes back to normal, but he's not right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's just working through some stuff.
Yeah, we all got trauma.
It's okay, he'll be fine
Yeah,
in a
that should
little
be the
bit.
group name.
Trauma.
That's actually quite appropriate.
Trauma. Okay, what have you? What trauma? What shall we do?
We're going in, guys.
Well,
Let's go in.
see
We
ya.
gotta go in before Soren gets worse. So
Yeah. Going swords ablazing.
Okay, so who's going in? Who's opening the door? What's going on?
I'll,
What?
I'll
You
go.
s- You say it so suspiciously that makes people not want to do it.
you just got throughout the. That means Rafe will be in the back then.
Not a tanky barbarian guy. Yeah, but I'll pull the door open.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw. Udas, Kinru, and Soren.
Ooh.
That's good. That's
Oh,
not
God.
good.
Classic.
And good. DC was 15. So as you open the door, there's a big pulsing wave of psychic energy just vroom, originating from these glowing blue orbs at the side here, which nobody paid attention to, but that's fine. So Kenryu, you can take 3d6 damage, and Udas and oh man, that's terrible.
You got lucky.
And Udas and Soren can take half of that. Man, I can do better than that.
One
Look
tenth
at those beautiful rolls. Yeah.
Can we level up to 6 so I have psychic defense first?
Oh, it's not as if you're taking on mind flayers. But regardless, the door does open with this psychic backlash, and but beyond the door, there's some stairs that are descending down. They look in a reasonable shape, but they are descending down. It looks as if Rafe would be Tana would be a little unsteady on this. Are you taking Rafe down into this area? What are you doing?
So can she? Oh, so can he? I keep saying she. Can so you think unsteady? How wide is it?
It's wide enough for him for sure, but there's a distinct chance of him tripping and tumbling down.
Tumbling down all the way down the steps. So, but once we're down the steps, we'll see. This is the hard part with the horses and not having that spell yet. I'll have it one more level. I guess he will lead him down so he doesn't fall, and we'll try to worry about getting on later. I don't want to leave him out here anyway.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. The problem though is if you're planning to stealth down, it's going to be very hard with a clippy cloppy horses.
Yeah,
going
I think
down
we
the stairs.
said we're not stealthy because they are nowhere here, right? No, we
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
Full blazing.
Yeah, if they didn't have the mental psychic connection, we just fireballed their front door.
Okay, so we'll say, just make me an animal handling check there, Rafe, as you lead Tana down the stairs.
How much damage did I take there?
Ah, sorry, I was just re-rolling because my initial roll was so poor. So bottom line, you take 4 points of damage, Udas takes 4, and Kenryu takes 8.
Okay, I was like, am I taking all of that combined?
Oh, I was just so annoyed with my roll.
Gotcha.
I'm going to say that you lead her down, but Tana does stumble a little bit. And we'll say you manage to recover it. It's not a big disaster, but she does take 3 points of stumbling damage.
Dumpling damage.
Stumbling damage, yep.
Yeah, almost hit 34. Okay.
Okay, so, yeah. And by the way, it's completely dark in here. Who doesn't have dark vision? And if so, what are you doing about it?
Thorin, light up my.
Yeah, I'll touch his maul
So touchy.
in a non-sexual way.
Yeah, the sexual is much more fun. Come on.
Oh
Okay.
God.
You'll stroke his
So that's
maul
the
and it'll
maul.
light up.
Okay, so your maul is now glowing. Sister Abidi is also thankful for that, as she can't see in the dark. She is a human. Let me just grab Sister Abidi. Okay. So the passageway. Oops.
Just a giant Sister Obidi.
Sister BD I put on the wrong screen. Sister BD should be here. Yeah, so you descend down into the stairs. Sister BD hanging out quite close to Soren because she can't see otherwise. And clip, clop, clip, clop down the stairs with Tana stumbling just a little bit. And you arrive. Who's leading?
Udas.
Udas. Behind Udas.
I'll be right behind him.
Right to the back.
Rafe's in the back, okay. Sister Abidi will go third. We'll say Roman, then Eris, then Soren, then... we'll put Soren more towards the front, I think. Let's just... Yeah, we'll do it like that for now. And you come down, and with those of you who had dark vision can see this temple-like structure around you. There's some odd iconography around of... there's pictures of what you would recognize as these mind flayers as described by Soren. And you enter into this lair.
Bum bum ba.
Bum bum ba. And, I think as this is going to get complicated quickly, I think as opposed to starting this now, if it's okay with people, we'll start this next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to get complicated quickly. Okay, so we'll see what is going to happen with Soren's father. What's going on? We shall find out next week. But thank you very much for joining me as always. I do appreciate you helping out our schools, and